It's February, and of course, that means the annual Soybean and Small Grain Expo. Recently, growers gathered for the business meeting and informational sessions at the Ag Center in Perry. It was an opportunity to get economic outlook for the upcoming season and to learn about research aimed at helping their production. More than 100 producers turned out for the event in Houston County. Most had a positive outlook for the upcoming season after some great numbers in 2014. One of those with an upbeat message was Walter Godwin, president of the Georgia-Florida Soybean Association.
I personally like to hear from Nathan Smith. He is an economist, and he puts out a crop comparison tool that you can compare different crops, the profitability of each one, and I get a lot of value out of that. I look at those numbers and see what crop I think I can get the most out of each year.
First of all, in soybeans, we're looking at increasing production in the U.S. and the world as far as soybeans go. And when you look at relative prices, particularly corn versus soybeans in the Midwest, the cost and returns somewhat favor soybeans this year, and so the expectation is for the U.S. to increase soybeans. We might even push soybean acres as equal to or even higher than U.S. Corn acres. And so also would expect that trend to be as far as an increase of soybean acres in Georgia in 2015.
Farmers in the audience still have a great interest in the Farm Bill, although it was signed into law 1 year ago. They want to know what it means for the next 5 years. American Farm Bureau economist John Anderson spoke about those concerns that many farmers have about the impact of this legislation.
Frankly, we're not going to know if we've made the right decision until 5 years from now, and that's a pretty tough situation for people to be in. So there is a certain amount of anxiety about that, but people have as good of information as is possible to have. They've got some good tools, and farmers are very knowledgeable about these things, and they're very savvy about what tends to work for them, and so they're as equipped as they can be for this decision. I think they'll make, overall, I think people will end up being comfortable with the decisions they make.
Some of the soybean producers in Georgia and North Florida had a record year in 2014, and the group presented awards at their luncheon to recognize that hard work. Walter Godwin said it takes a lot of dedication.
Things change all the time. It's pretty much a rolling option as to what you do year to year. And I know what I was doing or thought I was going to be doing in January is different now. So and I'm sure it'll change in March.